Guys, we're almost at the end of 2019. Yeah, it's flown over. It really has. There's no real big games coming out over the next couple of weeks. And it kind of got me thinking, was 2019 better than 2018? I was thinking about that. I mean, when you look at the Game of the Year awards, you know, these big Game of the Year awards that you see, the presenter always says, oh, what a great year it's been for gaming. They always say that. And that's bollocks. If we'd had a big gaming crash, they would have still said, oh, what a great year it's been for the gaming. They just, you know, they just do it and the audience whoop and clap and cheer. Do you not get sick of it all? It's everywhere. It's in every awards ceremony around the world. It doesn't matter whether it's the movie. Everybody is just, oh, it's wonderful, wonderful. Whatever happened to the truth, guys? Whatever happened to people just saying, hey, I'm really glad to be here presenting these awards. It's been a shit year, let's be honest. But hey, there was a few good games and, you know, let's get on with it. I mean, what's wrong with that? That would at least get my respect. Oh, Mac, no, it's 2019. That's not how respect works. Did not get the memo. Oh, no. Respect is no longer earned. It's an entitlement. You have to respect them, even though they've done nothing. That's the way it is. Sorry, guys. I didn't get the memo. Anyway, I thought we would have our own little vote. I've never added votes to YouTube before, but I'm going to do it. And this is kind of like a little test because when I do my Game of the Year video in about 2 weeks' time, I want to give you guys the opportunity to vote on what I think was the top 5 games of the year. So we're going to test the voting out now. I love votes. Everybody, the UK loves to vote, guys. We love to vote. We really do. Afternoon, Mr. Corbyn. Mac, don't. No, guys, we do. Joking aside, I'm not going to get political here. Afternoon, Mrs. Swinson. Mac. No, we're going to have a vote. We're going to have a vote. So in the top right corner, guys, you're going to see a little question popping up. Which year was the best for games? And then the two options are 2018 or 2019. You have to click on that. It won't take you anywhere. It just expands it. And then you can vote. And you should be able to see the results as they come in. If the question isn't visible there, there'll be a little eye in a circle. Just click on that and that will give you the two options to vote for as well. So this is just kind of a test to see if it works well. And I'm curious as to what you think. I'm going to tell you what I think. I personally think that 2019 was a better year than 2018. We had some good games in both of them. I mean, back last year we had Kingdom Come Deliverance. Great game. Detroit Become Human. I mean, that's out now on PC as a this year game release, but it actually came out last year. I reviewed it on my channel and I highly recommend you watch my Detroit Become Human review. It's the PS4 version, but it's the same game because it is definitely worth a buy. It's just come out on the PC. It's a great story game. If you're looking for a good story game to get your teeth into, it's a fantastic game. Haven't reviewed it on PC, but I'm sure if you check around a couple of reviews to see if it runs alright, and I'm sure it will, it's well worth grabbing over the Christmas holidays. There was Spider-Man last year as well, there was God of War, there was Red Dead Redemption 2, which I know has just come out this year on PC, but it's a last year game, so we had some great games last year, but I think they've just been better this year. We had Metro Exodus this year. I kind of thought that was last year, but it was actually this year. It was just very early this year. It was a good game, Metro Exodus. It really, really was. We also had a Resident Evil 2 remake. Now, I never really played Resident Evil 2 the first time round, and I really did enjoy Resident Evil 2, the remake. It was a fantastic game, I thought. Very, very well done. Very scary as well. We had Division 2, which wasn't bad at all. Division 2, we had Satisfactory. Now, I really enjoyed that. That's still in early access. It's an indie game. We had some great indie games, and Satisfactory was one of them. I know a lot of people missed out because it's on the Epic Games Store and people don't buy games on there. Well, that's up to you. We had also Risk of Rain 2, which I really, really enjoyed. But one of the best games for me in 2019 was Anno 1800. That was my first ever forage into the Anno universe, and I really enjoyed it. And there's a co-op patch just come out, so dying to play that over the Christmas holidays. Rage 2 I love. Total War 3 Kingdoms was another. We had Spellforce 3. We had loads of great ones. Good space ones. Rebel Galaxy Outlaw. There was loads, guys. Even the Star Wars Jedi game was decent. Call of Duty had a good campaign as well. I even liked Gears 5 this year. I liked a lot of stuff. We had some great games this year. I mean, Wrath, Aeon of Ruin, I just reviewed that recently, an indie first-person shooter. Really good. Disco Elysium, one of the deepest RPG. Guys, I don't want to go... We're going to save all this for the Game of the Year, which I'm going to be doing in between Christmas and New Year's Day. It'll be that week where I'll do the best Game of the Year and the worst Game of the Year. The usual stuff. I do it every year. But at the minute, I just want you to vote on whether you think last year was better than this year. Is the gaming industry turning around, do you think? Is it kind of coming away from the bullshit that we used to get? I'm not convinced that it is. I still think that we have a long way to go before the developers stop box ticking. You know, Battlefield 5, anybody? You know, the Battlefield sounds like a hen night. You know, purely for box ticking purposes. Ruined the immersion. And I think, look at Wolfenstein Youngblood. We need to get away from this, and we need to start making games the best they can be without worrying about offending anybody. You know, just make the game. If you're going to do a war game in World War II, don't let it sound like a fucking hen night on the battlefield. Honestly, just... So I'm not totally convinced that the gaming industry's had a turnaround. I think there's a lot of damage being done to these big developers and publishers. Fallout 76, Anthem. I think they're starting to get the message that people are sick of their bullshit. But we'll see what happens. I think 2020 is going to be a very interesting year. But I'm going to do a whole video on this again between Christmas and the New Year. So get voting on this one if you don't mind, just so we can see what people think. I have no idea what people are going to vote, but it'd be interesting to see if you thought last year was better than this year. So there you go, guys. I'll catch you in the next video.